Wait. Time out. He needs cue cards with pictures and giant font to this extreme?
Come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Model Renaissance Man. I appreciate every last one of you guys taking your time out of your day to view my content. If you enjoy the content that I have been putting out when it comes to the political stuff, yada peanut butter, make sure you hit this button right here so that my content can consistently be recommended to you, and also so we can push it out in the YouTube algorithm, because people like me who are strongly patriotic and black, I'm just being real, y'all. Oh, color, I know, but our stuff is being heavily suppressed. I'm telling you. Double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to my channel. Also follow me on the platforms you see above and below. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we already seen a whole bunch of different things, and y'all been hearing a whole lot about President Biden because they're just starting to it's like they opened Pandora's box. So like they just opened a huge vault and they're just letting a whole lot of things out. I would be more interested in them letting out the audio video of when Her did his, analysis of him, but that's for a different video. Anyway, now all of a sudden, they're starting to leak out different things of what President Biden has been needing when it comes to him going to a speaking event. Like he's needing to be told this and been told that. Now, let me show y'all this video, because we're going to keep it real. Y'all know I am level-headed, unbiased, just seeing things as they are, and I can give you guys so many different perspectives, especially from a medical perspective, from just a natural perspective, and a common sense perspective, all right? When it comes to President Biden going to speaking events, we've all seen several videos where he didn't know where he was. He's trying to shake hands with people that are not there, all those different things. So anyway, before I get more deeper into this, check this out.
Alex Thompson's been working 24/7. Axios national political correspondent. How you doing, Alex? Good morning to you. Let's play the David Axelrod clip. He hasn't changed his tune in a week and a half. Here he is on CNN on Sunday.
He's not winning this race. He's more likely, if you just look at the data and talk to people around the country, political people around the country, it's more likely that he'll lose by a landslide than win narrowly this race.
So what gives next, Alex? Or does anything give so long as Joe Biden continues with his current stance and position on this?
Well, the thing is that inside the inner circle, within that core group of 6 to 10 people near Joe Biden, they don't believe that he is headed for a landslide. They don't even really believe that he's behind, and if he is, it's very narrow. It is a commandment within Biden world that he is the most electable Democrat against Donald Trump. Now, even in the course of potential evidence and Adam Schiff's opinion, that it is an unshakable belief, and if you believe that, then you don't really care what congressional Democrats are saying. And I expect many more congressional Democrats to come out this week and say that they think Joe Biden should step aside. The two groups rather that you should really watch for, though, are the Congressional Black Caucus that has backed Joe Biden through and through and is really sort of, and obviously James Clyburn is part of that, and Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is one of the few people that Joe Biden really deeply respects, that considers, a peer, someone that has really done the nitty-gritty of politics for a long time. And those are the two groups you should really watch for, because if anyone would even come close to the Lord Almighty standard that Joe Biden set, it would be those.
I have two questions for you. My first one is, but wouldn't the Congressional Black Caucus possibly say that they were more excited about the idea of a Kamala Harris stepping in to be the candidate?
That's possible, but it's notable that they haven't yet. Okay. Cedric Richmond, longtime Biden aide, who used to be a member of the Congressional Black Caucus, who's a congressman from Louisiana, he also noted that none of them have come out. But I do think your point is well taken, that the prospect of the first Black woman vice president or president could eventually make them start thinking that Joe Biden could step aside.
My other question was one that I've been following your work for a long time. I think we both have, and you have not been one to shy away from talking about the president's age in the past 3 years, but many other reporters did, and it was pretty jarring last week to see Carl Bernstein basically almost say that this is worse than Watergate, but that he'd known for several months that the president's decline had accelerated, and yet they don't say anything until after the debate. Why do you think that is?
It has been really striking to see some of these congressional Democrats that have come out and said, it wasn't just a bad night with regards to Thursday's debate, but that implies that they thought that there was something wrong long before then. And this is part of the thing within the Democratic Party that's real. They're going to have to reckon with, including Vice President Harris, who you'll remember is one of the most public validators of President Biden's mental fitness. And you now have a situation in which, a lot of members of the administration have serious concerns about Joe Biden's ability to serve as president 4.5 years from now in 2028, which is exactly what he's running to do.
Alex, you're also reporting this on Axios. We can show the pictures. These apparently are note cards that are given to the president. One shows walk the podium with a picture of the room that you're walking into. And the next one says walk the podium as well. And they are stacked side by side. There we go. A Biden campaign staffer told you, it surprised me that a seasoned political pro like the president would need detailed verbal and visual instructions on how to enter and exit a room. We've all watched him for 3 years. I don't think a lot of this has surprised people who paid attention. I think back to Dana's point. Why then did it surprise members of the media who allegedly were watching the same man that we've been watching?
I'll say I do think there was perhaps a lack of curiosity in some cases. In regards to that report, what was really striking to me is that it was a member that worked an event for Joe Biden that told me that they were really struck by the amount of hand-holding the advance teams would have to do. Now, doing advance, Dana has probably seen this, doing big advance portfolios is not abnormal, but it's the level of advance work that has struck some people that have worked Joe Biden's events as abnormal, as hand-holding. And that is why this has come to me. It's the same thing with the teleprompter. Every president uses a teleprompter, but not every president uses a teleprompter for quick fundraising remarks. And Joe Biden has, especially recently.
And that's, I guess, well, one, on the prep, on the advance work, I could kind of say, okay, well, they are super detailed. I don't know if he needs it or if that's the staffer's position, but it sounds like maybe it's a little bit of both. It is good for a president to be told, like, when you go in the room, you're going to go to the podium, you're going to walk. Do you guys remember the picture of President Bush when he went the wrong way in China and he tried to get out that door and it was locked? And the New York Times had 5 photographs of the scene the next day because it was such a huge deal. These fundraisers where he's using a teleprompter, people knew about this. And that's what I think I'm pretty stunned about. And I'm wondering if, and I believe this has been happening for you, are there calls coming from within the White House? I certainly don't want names, but people who are sufficiently concerned, who are working inside the White House, who think, how can we suggest that the president continue to be the nominee when they themselves told you all that he's only dependably engaged from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.?
Well, I think the justification, the sort of calculus is that, Joe Biden even engaged 10 to 4 or Joe Biden even at 86 is better than Donald Trump. And that is and often how they are justifying, even if they're concerned. I mean, if it's 10 to 4 now, what is it like when he's 85, 86 years old? And they know that. And, I think there is some grappling, especially after the debate. It goes beyond just whether or not Joe Biden can still beat Donald Trump. He obviously has taken a political hit in the aftermath of the debate. But there's this other question of what happens if he does beat Donald Trump? And what does a second Joe Biden term look like if he continues to slip?
See what I'm saying? We all knew this, man, but god dang, them cue cards was like this big. Like they huge like this. Yeah, right. Walk up the stairs first. Okay, we're gonna leave and turn to your right. Turn to your right. Wait. That right hand is like that. That way. That. Cue cards that he got some big old. He got the large print, huge pictures and everything telling you to step up here, go this way. And we have seen times where he have read the teleprompter and he actually read the part that's telling him to prompt. Like if there's a part that said speak, he would say speak. We're all over here. That's what he would do, and he would even say quote, or he would say and. He was saying it on the teleprompter. Now, could those be some honest mistakes? Yes, they could be. But in this case, being in politics this long, no. I'm sorry. No. You might make a little spoof here and there, but to this extreme, no. Now, cue cards. Just came from the event myself. We get an itinerary or we get some type of brochure that tells us what time I'm going to speak. I'm going to enter from this stage, things like that. But most of the time, no, matter of fact, 90% of the time, they just tell me, okay, Ty, after such and such speak, I'll give you an example. Like when me and Kaylee McEnany shared the stage together. They told me, Ty, you're going to be up, but we want you guys all sitting backstage already as it is. And they say, in the last such and such, somebody's going to go out there, the MC is going to go out there and do a little bit of talking. That's when you go, Ty. That's it. I didn't need a cue card saying enter up here or go speak, go up there. When you get done, turn this way and go back this way. They just said when you get done speaking, come back out the way you came. That's it. That's it. But needing cue cards to this extent, wow. Now, let's keep it real. When you do get older, your vision does start to kind of go, depending on your health level now, right? So I'm just keeping it honest and keeping it real. I would understand why he would need large font, but honestly, to need a visual of what the stage looks like and what it's gonna look like and all that, that's kind of on a whole nother spectrum right there. I'm being real, folks. That's a whole nother spectrum where you have to have a picture of where you're gonna be so that you would know that you are where you are, which leads even more into, is there a possibility that that person might be a little demented? Reason why I tell you all that, several homes that we have physical therapists, we have occupational therapists, we have speech therapists, we have a range of people that are working with a lot of our residents from Chicago to St. Louis, Florida, Missouri, Tennessee. All these different buildings have people in there with different expertise, right? One of the things I know for a fact that they give to dementia patients as they are fading, they give them visual cards to show them this is the hallway you go down, this is your room number, and they even show the room number with their name on it and with possibly a picture right there so that person can know this is my room. And when they get in their room, they give them pictures also showing them this is what your bed looks like. These are your children. I'm just saying. But for him to need like a visual aid of the stage he's going to be on and how the stairs going to look and it. Yeah, I know. I'm just rattling on. Anyway, folks, y'all let me know what y'all think of this. What do y'all think of the cue cards? What do y'all think of the overall, let's be real, what do y'all think of the overall cover-up that they've been doing for President Biden? Because we can say that it was an attempt at covering up because from the first time we seen him starting to screw up a little bit, a lot of us, common sense folk, we were already on to it. Now, those of you that might be, folks that actually back up President Biden, come on now. I'm not telling you guys like to throw him in the bus because I know some of y'all still might be fond of President Biden. But can you honestly say that there was some things that are wrong with him? I'm just saying, can you say that now it doesn't matter who you are. I'm not talking about folks that I know that are Democrat. I'm talking about those of you that's not familiar with my channel as well. Can you not say that there's something that may be going on with them like that? Now, if you can show me and tell me that there have been past presidents that are way younger who might not have visual issues or anything like that that needed big old, giant cards. This is what I'm supposed to do, and this is where I'm supposed to go. Go upstairs. There are 6 steps. Count each step as you go up. I mean, I'm just saying, y'all, let me stop because some of y'all can get pissed off at that. No, I'm just joking. I'm giving y'all a hard time. But for real, those cars were huge. Let me know what y'all think of this by putting it in the comment section after this video. Don't forget to do exactly what you see that visual aid right there is doing. Double check to make sure that you still are subscribed to the channel. And don't forget to hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen, so that this content can be circulated within the YouTube algorithm and consistently be recommended to you. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.